She's going nuts. What is up, everybody? We are back this week. I'm your heavy metal heathen host, and next to me is my co-host, Mr.
Lit Tarzan.
Oh shit, we heard you this time, big dog. Arr.
Soft and quiet, Lit Tarzan.
Lit. Yeah, I guess we don't want to talk too loud after last week. Our heads still hurt.
Yeah, we're still recovering.
But yeah, so hey man, we got a guest tonight. All the way from Mexico. So now we're crossing borders, everybody. International. So let's hear it.
Outlaw crew, strap in. Tonight we're crossing borders and breaking barrels. From the hills of Morelos, Mexico, comes a whiskey maker with Celtic fire in his veins and Mexican heat in his spirit. He's building a distillery that dares to challenge tradition, pouring out bold flavors straight from Tehuixtla to the world. Please welcome to the Heavy Metal Moonshine Podcast, Patric Dooney from Celtic Hills Distillery, the man bringing El Mejor Whiskey Mexicano to life.
Boom.
What? Oh, no. That's a fantastic introduction.
Did you like that?
I loved that. I loved it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten that type of introduction in my life.
Well, Christ almighty, like when we first started talking to you, I'm looking at this beautiful fucking background behind you, and I'm going, dude, I got to give this guy like this big. I got to give him the best I could. I couldn't go without one today, dude, and it was bothering me. So right before I was like, I got to get him one, man. I've given everybody an introduction. He definitely deserves one.
That's awesome,
man. I appreciate that. Well, so my name is. Go ahead.
So how are you, my friend?
I'm doing wonderful. Just another day. Trying to get everything exposed and getting bottles out there and making whiskey as much as I can. I mean, as far as handling all the business behind it too and legalities, it's definitely a ride that I've never taken.
So, I already know. Like, I can only imagine. Well, so what is the differences being in Mexico as for a distiller compared to like being in the States? Like, is it a little easier for you to do it there? Is it harder? What's the?
I mean, it is. It depends on what you want to do. So if you want to be commercialized, you still have the same license requirements that you're going to have in the United States. Okay. You still have to go through what they call the SAT here and COFEPRIS, which is like your IRS and the FDA. So all of your liquor that you make, you have to send into labs. Make sure that all your lab results are okay. Everything's clear. Everything's, fine. There's no harmful metals or any type of toxins that are in your liquor for the public. So not a lot of people go legal out here because of the expense and the time behind it. I mean, that's kind of the same way in the United States too. It's expensive to start a distillery.
I have a question right off the bat. One question I have is, how many people do you have working in your company, and actually how many distillers do you actually have? Are you the only distiller there, or how many guys do you have making whiskey?
No, as of right now, I only have 2 gentlemen that are working, just making whiskey and stuff. And then I also have 3 people that are in my accounting side and administration. And myself, I oversee the distilling part of it to make sure that everything is followed correctly. But I'm on the sales just by myself at this moment.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's just kind of what I have to do. I mean, I taught these guys what I know and, the directions that they have to follow and the steps they have to take. And they're very good. They stay on it and they know all the different measurements and everything. So, everything's kind of working fluidly.
Right. Now, how big of an operator, like how big is your pot, like your setup and stuff that you're working with down here?
So right now, here, I'll take you guys back there.
Hey, look at this. Hey. First mobile one, bro. Thank you.
You're welcome. So let me kind of give you a layout of the place itself.
It's already beautiful. I can tell you that.
the whole concept of this was going from kind of the barn look, because we got to keep it still in the heritage of the United States.
Right.
You know, because at first I was going to call my liquor Celtic Hills Moonshine. But being here in Mexico, nobody knows what moonshine is. That is an American term. It's an illegal term. You know what I mean? So it's not going to work here. So then I changed it straight to distillery. So then I'm able to make whiskey, rum, vodka. I'm not allowed, and I could make mezcal if I wanted to, but because I'm a gringo, it would be unethical. It would be completely unethical.
It's really like that. Like it's that. Like they don't
I think you're showing respect with that. Really, I think that shows respect.
That's the point of it, and they respect that as well. So what I did is I found all these just separate pieces of boards down on my land that have been just sitting out in weather for like 2 years, and then I washed them all, sanded them down, and then just stained them and just pieced them all in different abstract phases. So then it kind of just makes it pop.
Yeah, that's
look good.
It's like that's what we had to do. Keep it simple. The doors itself, I made it try and match up into it. So I got a little storage center back in here that I keep all the bottles and shirts and stuff, which I have up on the wall. But then when you come into my distilling room,
oh wow,
I wanted it to be like you came into the woods, kind of like how our ancestors did, where they would make liquor in the woods. So these are all real branches that I collected around the river and then just nailed them all into the wall.
When you first walked in there, dude, I thought that was painted on the wall when you first went in. And it looks amazing. It's amazing.
I can't stop smiling right now. I got permagrin, bro. I'm like, man, this is fucking beautiful.
That's beautiful.
So then I got these lights. I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah.
So they look like little lanterns.
Yeah.
That come in. So it's like you're in the woods. And then I wanted all the shadows from the branches to really kind of pop through.
Oh, dude,
it does. It gives amazing, it. I'll tell you what. That looks like you're looking into the sky almost. That's the way you have that effect with the shadowing is really nice, man. Hey, you're an artist, bro. You're definitely an artist.
I appreciate it.
And that's out of your mind, right? You did this. That's your design.
Yeah. Cool. This was just my idea that I had from the start to the finish.
How cool is it to see it done? Like you had this idea and now boom, it's out in front of you. Are you like, do you have to take a step back and be like, man, dude, I fucking did this. This is badass.
Yeah. I mean, yes. But the problem is I feel like I can do more. And I'm my own like self-critic in that way. Where it's like, I know there's something missing. What is it that I could add to it? And I don't know if I need to add some leaves. I don't know. I'll figure something out just to make it more of an appearance.
Maybe like a nighttime sky on the roof or something, or
something. It's got to be something.
Just change the colors. Just put the lighting in that changes the coloring of the room to blue or purple or
even better.
You know, that might just totally change.
I want to say you have a tank. Is that your water tank that's lit up?
Okay, so I don't have it lit up right now.
Sorry, but I didn't mean to make you do extra work.
Yeah, after everything's like been cleaned and stuff. Right. But right now I'm working with 240-gallon stills, made from copper still co.
Okay.
Which Adam Burgess makes fantastic stuff. But I got 2 identical machines themselves. I'm going to have another one come in, which is going to be a 120. And that's going to be it for here. As far as just this place goes. We're looking at other places to put another distillery. But just from the start, this is all we really need to grow.
And you're like, are you allowed to sell the whiskey out of it? Like, is that since we're talking about gringos and stuff like that. So do the locals like that kind of whiskey?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Whiskey is definitely becoming more popular in Mexico now because mezcal and tequila have really kind of been drawn out,
Yeah.
you know. And I've been putting it to them because they always take shots. And it's like, well, you know why that is? And they're like, oh, okay. And it's like, well, because you got to put it down your throat so fast you don't even taste the shit. Because it tastes terrible.
Hey, we making sipping whiskey, baby. We gonna
That's
sip that
right.
all day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like, so I just built this water tank for my condensing units,
Yeah.
you know, and that holds 300 gallons. I got a chiller that's on top of the roof. So this water always stays cold no matter what. And that helps a lot. But this is just kind of the simple distilling room right here.
Now, how long has it taken you to build this, what you have right now? How long has it taken you?
So I started this project maybe about 7 months ago.
Oh, wow.
Damn,
okay.
bro. Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're killing it.
hey, that's what them football players do. They don't mess around.
I grew up in the construction field. I mean, that was my profession before this.
Okay.
You know, so I mean, I came out from Tennessee. Last project that I did was the temple, the Vanderbilt Tower on West End and 25th. I don't know if you guys ever see that, but it's quite an amazing building. So the art of it.
Where is that?
Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
I've never been to Nashville.
You never been to Nashville? You got to go.
Never been to Nashville, man. I've been to Asheville.
We're going to go. Jason and I, we're hitting everything within the next couple of years.
We're
hitting it all.
We're going to.
So how old were you when you got into distilling? Like, did you just jump right into the legal side? Like, did you dab at home? Like, how did that all?
No, I actually just, watched a couple of videos and I was like, wow, I want to make whiskey.
You're right.
And that was kind of the thing. Now, my grandpa and everything, he did that before, and we were always there. And when I say we, I mean like me and my brother.
Right.
And then it was just like something that just comes from the roots of just something's inside of you being like, you know what? I want to do this.
Yeah, I want to do this. Yeah.
Forget everything else. Forget the 9-to-5 shit. Like, you know what? We're going to do something. We're going to do something well. And it was more of, and we'll get into the story of how I got here. But when I did arrive and being here in this town, you're seeing people truly live in poverty. It's just some comes with you to being like, how can I help? What can I do? And if you can bring tourism, you can bring money to the town.
Okay.
And that's going to benefit everybody. And when it comes to this, it's like I'm taking 25% of the profits and reinvesting into the construction of this town to fix the roads, to help people paint their house who can't afford to paint it, to make their house look presentable from the exterior. So,
bro, that's huge. That's godly, man. You're giving back, and I believe that's huge.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're not going to go anywhere unless you have the town and the people behind you. Anyway, there was a saying that you're not going to experience wealth unless you figure out how to help people.
Well, listen, I haven't wanted to go south of the border until now. Now I'm thinking heavy metal moonshine, touristing right down to the distillery.
I ain't going there, bro. Hey, next thing I know, I end up with a ski mask over my face, not know where I'm going. All kind of foreign. I can't.
Listen,
like I don't understand.
They don't do that.
Don't try to act like you don't already have a ski mask, bro.
But it'll be backwards, and I won't be able to see out.
Be looking like who's that guy? You guys ever see that movie Boondock Saints?
Yeah.
Going in with the ski mask.
Yes. Yeah.
Face lock that up. So, anyways, it's all like we have a strict policy here that we do not outsource anything. As far as even our ingredients goes, we get all of our ingredients from the local farmers because we want to reinvest into them.
You're helping more than now they're on your side because you're providing for them.
Yeah.
They're providing, people working as well. So you're creating that and that's,
they're all going to drink your whiskey too, man. They're all going to drink your product and have their family drinking it as well. Like the locals will be drinking your product.
Oh yeah. I mean, we get some partiers that come in every now and again.
Oh yeah.
So what's your best one that you make there? What do you have? What's your
favorite
one?
I mean, for me personally, I'm a traditional guy.
Okay.
I like the traditional whiskey. I do mine a little bit different than others that use, a charred oak barrel. I use rosewood. And the flavor that comes out in rosewood, I don't know. Let me see if I can get it.
I mean, the color's beautiful.
It's just nice and dark.
Wow.
And it's clear. The flavor's just unreal. And that's my number one seller here. And it's really because everybody's so used to traditional whiskey. But the whiskey that they think is great here is like Buchanan's 12 and Johnny Walker Red. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, no, that's trash. I mean,
that's no good, bro.
That's trash. Sorry. But I do a lot of other flavors. I got 6 other flavors that I have on right now. And I do a red fruit, which is strawberries, blackberries, raspberries. I have a guava that I do. I do a coffee chocolate, but I get my coffee and my chocolate from Oaxaca. And it's all organic ingredients. I do not use any syrups. I do not use any artificial flavoring.
Like you're using the bean and everything.
The cocoa bean itself.
Yeah.
Or here they call it cacao. If you say cocoa, they're going to think like an actual coconut.
Chocolate, yeah.
Wow. I've learned that.
So that's another thing. Like, how is moving somewhere and like the language barrier? Like, how was that for a while for you?
So it was very difficult, and in all honesty, it's very lonely. I mean, if you are not comfortable being alone.
We lost him there for a minute. Hey.
Well, folks.
I hope he's comfortable being alone.
He is alone right now.
It's good. Yeah.
We tune in for this radio broadcast. There he is, back on. There he is.
I guess this is exactly why you don't do a walkthrough, because your thumb will actually hit the button to end the live.
I was like,
as I was saying, you have to be very comfortable being alone if you are not bilingual. And it's learning to adapt to your surroundings. And when it comes to not knowing how to speak Spanish and being introduced to a completely new culture, it makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, like I could only imagine, like it's just probably like.
It must not be boring at all, though. I bet you keeps you on your toes all the time.
You got the phone now. You can just speak into the phone and be like, here.
Right. You can use your translator on your phone. But where I'm at here, their education's very small. So when it comes to using the translator, like
it's a different.
They don't even know what they're looking at when you're trying to talk to them.
Yeah. So it's like it's a total different dialect, right? Like,
every area has its own street dialect of the same language. So it might be a simple form of the Spanish rather than.
I've picked up a lot since I've been here to where, I can hold a short conversation with people. I understand more what somebody's saying than I do speak. But when you get involved with the community, like people also want to help you too and help you understand. And then they try to, learn your way as well. But again, you got to get the people comfortable with you too, because
Right.
They've known all these people their whole life, their families and everything and ancestors before.
Right.
So I think the greatest thing that we did last year, kind of just bringing the community together, was, Dios dos Muertos is a big thing here, and they take it very seriously. So there's a lot of people that, couldn't afford candles to put on their families' graves. So what we did is we purchased 2,000 candles. I hired my workers to come in. We all lit them and lit up the whole cemetery for everybody. And then it was just like, everybody just started coming together and being more open and personable. And I think that was a great step. And now we make that a tradition, for us to light up the cemetery every single year.
But you're
part of the community
now. You know what I mean? You're showing respect to the community, to people that you don't even know. You know what I mean? You're showing that respect, and that does go a long way. Like it respect speaks for itself.
Hey, listen, that's the way we grew up. Our generations grew up respecting each other that way. Sure, there were small fights here and there between groups, but most of all the groups of people respected each other, even though we were different. There wasn't all what's going on right now with groups hating each other, which I believe has kind of been done on purpose. So, but
I'm with you on that. I mean, the best thing to do is keep people divided so they don't overturn the government. I mean, that's the truth to it. I mean, if we want to be honest, what do? Create people to hate people so they don't come together.
That's right. It's exactly right. Exactly right. Yeah. So you had a cool story about how you actually ended up in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
And I want to say, when you told me that, dude, it blew me away. I was just like, holy shit, man. Like that's crazy. Like that's crazy that,
Yeah. So what happened was, I was actually working in New Mexico at this time. And I was with, my wife and everything. And we went back here for Christmas. And we stayed over New Year's. I had to go back to work. We wanted to stay another week. Well, she ended up overstaying her visa. And when she flew back in, she flew into Miami, and they took her into secondary customs. And they held her there, and they wouldn't tell me anything at all. She just said, I'm going into secondary customs, and I never heard from her again. And at that point, and I was like,
who do you contact? Like, what do you?
Yeah. And when it comes to immigration, like they're silent. They are silent. They do not tell you anything. Not like if you or I went to jail in the United States, it's all like, okay, well, yeah, he's here. Yeah, this is his bond. Yeah, these are his charges. Yeah, no.
Because they don't know if you're really.
It's because they're an immigrant. They're not a United States citizen. So the laws are different.
Gotcha.
So the only thing that I did was I contacted her family and let her know, like, hey, like this is what's happening. And then I threw a big enough fit with, the customs agents to where they're like, yeah, she's here. And that was it. So I started doing some research, contacting attorneys, and they're like, yeah, she's going to be deported. So I didn't hear from her till the next day. And she said, yep, they deported me. I'm not welcome back in the United States for 10 years. And I was like, for what? And she's like, because I overstayed my visa by 2 weeks, my tourist visa. Reckon, never been in trouble with the law, ever. Never had a speeding ticket, created jobs for the American people there. And this is the person that you deport.
Right.
So, okay.
By 2 weeks, like, come on.
By 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Just getting like a tourist visa, as if somebody just came in and was just like, okay, I'm here. I stayed a little bit longer. I'm gone now.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, yeah, no, you're gone you're out of here.
They must not have caught nobody bringing illegals in that day. And they're like,
no.
Easy pickings. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's ridiculous.
It was crazy to me. But either way, so it's like I had to make a choice. It's all like, Do I stay here, or do I just throw my career away, something that I've worked for, my whole life? And it's like, what do I do? Well, yeah, looks like I'm going to Mexico, baby.
Yeah.
What was your career before making liquor? What was your career?
Out in construction, masonry.
Okay. Oh, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
You mentioned that.
Yeah.
Now, were you doing like carpentry? Were you building were you doing finish work? What kind of work were you doing?
No, I was a mason.
Okay. So you were working with brick and stone and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
I was actually building a jail in Mescalero for the Indian reservation.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, that sounds like a fun job, though, man. Working on the Indian reservation? Yo, bro.
Hey, man, I sure like the casino there.
Right? The casinos.
But,
they loose?
I have to say, I almost feel like maybe you ended up in a better spot. Like, what you're doing is really neat. Like, it's you stepped into, another world, man, and it's boring back here, bro. It's the same old shit back here. You went into a totally new country, meeting new people, and connecting with a whole new community. Dude, all that sounds like a high within itself, and very godly, very much a part of being part of humanity. That's pretty cool, man.
Fuck, listen, I did have to think it didn't even open up the comments. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, we're halfway through and I didn't even look at the comments. Kenny Parker, Joe Lawhorn, Castar. Give me 1 second. We were into that. Sorry, Miss Cindy, everybody. Holy shit, I apologize.
Yeah, I saw Kenny Parker, Joe Lawhorn on there. Cindy, Kathy. Hey. So pay attention, dudes. But I think that's so amazing. I'm so big into hunting and stuff. I can't help but wonder, is there any hunting down there? Do they got any mule deer, or do they hunt wild pigs, or they have hunting down there?
A very, very, I don't know. It's weird here. It's very strict when it comes to hunting, because guns are illegal here in Mexico.
Are they really?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about bow hunting? Yeah.
For you to own a gun, you have to get it approved by the government, and you need to know somebody inside the government for you to get that approval. And then there's only one place in all of Mexico that you can actually purchase a weapon. Now, you can get a rifle, you can get a shotgun, and the only pistols that you can own are under a 38. That's it. Because anything above a 38 is military grade.
Okay.
So these guys that get, shotguns wise, they use shotguns to hunt deer.
They do in Ohio too.
Yeah. I was like, you guys putting a slug in there? Holy shit.
Hey, listen,
50 yards only, baby.
I have a shotgun that I killed a deer at 100 yards with. It's got a rifled barrel.
Yeah.
It's barreled and chambered, just for shooting those type of bullets. And man, they got some. And now these guys are shooting. If you can shoot shotgun, you're usually allowed to shoot muzzle loader as well. And these guys got muzzle loaders that are shooting accurate out to 200 yards. They're light rifles, and they're shooting a big projectile too.
Yeah, like an inline.
That's crazy.
So some of the shotguns actually are pretty amazing. The ones that they've made, just imagine a bolt action shotgun meant to shoot a slug. That's a sabot that's coming out like a giant bullet, basically a hollow point. Dude, those things smoke deer, bro.
There's no such thing as a pump action here. That is just a single shot.
Oh wow! Just crack it open.
Yeah, crack it and go.
Oh wow!
So how far?
Not even bolt action.
No,
just pump and go.
Even the rifles, everything is one shot.
One shot.
That's so the cops have the upper hand still.
Exactly. Well, that and other people. But
yeah. We will. Hey,
yeah.
Hey, no, we don't know about that.
Next thing you know, the broadcast will be interrupted. You come back, there'll be a bag over his head to be taking him away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Be like that.
Nightmares are made of. Anyways,
I mean that.
so how far are you from Tijuana?
Oh, I'm a long way.
Okay, so you're pretty.
I'm south. I'm way south. I'm south of Mexico City.
Oh, okay. So do they do?
So you're way
donkey shows
down in
there?
Mexico. You're way down in there.
Yeah, I'm 2 hours from Acapulco.
Ooh, Acapulco Gold.
So, I mean, yeah, no, I'm definitely down in the south part, and it's gorgeous down here. I'd say,
how beautiful is it where you live? Is it
That's
just
where I was
amazingly
going to.
beautiful?
it's a beautiful place. It really is, because I'm in like the country. I'm in the country of Mexico. You know, so it's like I wake up and I see the mountains. And
how far are you from the water?
2 hours.
Oh my God! Still,
What kind of wildlife do you see there? Like
Iguanas.
iguanas. That's it, iguanas.
We'd be hunting iguanas.
And donkeys.
The dangerous creature I have is an iguana. Say that. If you're gonna go wildlife, I mean, yeah, that's what you're gonna get. I mean, you may get your occasional, hog that's around, but I mean, they're very minimal down here too.
Yeah.
But as far as like lions or anything of that nature, no, not here. The pumas and the leopards are more towards like the Cancun area, which is further south into the jungle. So it's like, as I said, I'm more in the forest part up in the mountains.
Got any deer or elk or anything like that? Any kind of antler deer?
Hot down there.
Not in my area, no.
Okay.
No.
Hey, man, Africa's hot, bro. Africa's hot. They got a lot of, they don't got antlers out there. They got mostly horned animals. Like those animals keep growing. They never lose them. That's the difference between an antler and a horn. A horn they never drop their antlers when they got horns. When they got antlers, they fall off every year and they regrow.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I haven't seen a deer in quite some time now.
Oh, wow.
So is it a process for you to come back? Like, do you have to get a visa now or whatever, like, or whatever, like for when you come back and visit? Did he freeze?
Freeze up on us.
He is frozen.
Back to us, bro.
He is frozen in time.
Acapulco Gold.
Are you guys there?
Yeah, we're here. We get
we're here, brother.
Frozen.
It froze up on us a little bit. We can hear you.
Nah,
I swear to God.
My internet's cutting in and out.
I was gonna say, I swear to God, your guy just blinked. He didn't
Hold
even
on.
move.
Yeah,
there
a second.
There we go.
Bro, that was so weird. Listen, that was so weird. You were totally like, yes. And then all of a sudden you just fucking moved. Like you were in the same spot you moved.
Oh man.
You're all right. There you are. It might be
mine.
Mexico. Now my next question is,
hold on.
What kind of legendary cryptids do they have down there? Do they have Bigfoot? Or I know that what do they have? What is that? What is that one crazy? I'm trying to think of it.
It's like a werewolf or something, ain't it? Like a.
I know. Come on, somebody's got to know this. Somebody out there. Anybody out there?
Hold on, I got to reset. I'm resetting the system. If you can hear me, I'm resetting the system.
Oh, bro, we can hear you, see everything.
Yeah.
Darn it.
You good?
Mexico.
Right.
Hey, I had one bad weekend on here. I was down the shore. I kept falling in and out. Wi-Fi. That was terrible.
Meow. I guess that's the price you pay living in a beautiful area.
It sounds awesome.
Give me.
I really want to know.
You live in a beautiful area, so you get less Wi-Fi.
Give me 3 minutes.
You're good.
3 minutes, it'll come back.
I mean, we can see you.
We can see you. We got you.
I can't believe it cut off.
You're on with us right now. We see you.
We see you. We see. There you go.
We're having technical difficulty from Mexico, folks.
Sorry.
Celtic Hills Distillery. Go get you some.
Get you some.
I wonder, does he send to the U.S.?
I don't know. But when he pops back in, we'll find out.
Yeah. I wonder if he sends to the U.S.
Check this out.
That red berry stuff sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah. We's on fire. Moonlight hitting copper. Fire in the pit. Money on my mind. Gotta move that shit. Wood's too dark, but the shine too bright. Trapped in the trees, getting paid all night. Ain't no 9 to 5, just a jar on a scale. Pouring liquor like blood, every drop for sale. Survive by the hustle, survive by the gun. $1 in the hand when the cooking done. Wood's on fire, I'm a ghost in the night. Money in the mud, but my game airtight. Anyway necessary, the law can't see, but that crazy bitch still gunning for me. Wood's on fire, I'm a ghost in the night. Money in the mud, but my game airtight. Anyway necessary, the law can't see, but that crazy bitch still gunning for me. Screaming at the door, eyes full of rage, but I'm deep in the timber, writing crime on the page. Bottle in the stash, pistol close by. Outlaw life, either ride or die. Sheriff riding past, dogs bark, hard cold. Still running shine like the legends of old. Stack paper, break laws, keep steel close tight. Gangsta in the woods, still cooking all night. Woods on fire, I'm a ghost in the night. Money in the mud, but my game airtight. Anyway necessary, the law can't see, but that crazy bitch still gunning for me. Woods on fire, I'm a ghost in the night. Money in the mud, but my game airtight. Anyway necessary, the law can't see, but that crazy bitch still gunning for me. Copper pipe breathing, smoke in the air. Money don't sleep, and I don't care. Shine in my veins, demons in my head. Gangsta moonshiner to the day I'm dead. Woods on fire, I'm a ghost in the night. Money in the mud, but my game airtight. Anyway necessary, the law can't see, but that crazy bitch still gunning for me. Woods on fire, I'm a ghost in the night. Money in the mud, but my game airtight. Anyway necessary, the law can't see, but that crazy bitch still gunning for me.
Heavy Metal Moonshine. Yeah.
Meanwhile, on Heavy Metal Moonshine, they turn.
I'm afraid to do any vocal. I'm afraid I'm gonna get cut out.
Cut it out. Yeah. We're just waiting for Mr. Dooney to pop back in.
If he can make it.
Oh, look at that. Mr. Carl Stiffy. No, sir, that is not a Moonshine Bandit song. That is a song that I made myself.
That's a Jason Heathen song.
Yep.
That's a Heathen Be Breathing fire song.
Heathen Be Breathing.
Heathen Be Breathing.
Heathen Be Breathing. That's going to be my next one. I make Heathen Be Breathing. Apparently.
Hey, we got to jam that stuff at the shows. We'll be dancing.
I got some
hey,
good
man.
ones, dude. Listen, I got some good ones. Oh.
Hey, listen, we ought to charge people and they can dance with us.
Boom.
I'm sorry, guys. This is the problem about living in Mexico, man, is that internet can drop like that.
Listen, we can hear you and see you and everything. It was wild for a minute. You were totally froze, like nothing moved. And then you, all of a sudden, like you came back on from that frozen movement, like you never moved. Like it was like boom out of that. And I was like, holy shit, he just moved. And then you're like, I can't see nothing and blah, blah, blah. So we just, I probably hurt a lot of people's eyes. Rich probably hurt a lot of people's feelings while
we were dancing. We were dancing.
He's putting on
missed the party already. God, that was a couple minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we put on some moonshine music,
Heck yeah.
Everybody's like, what the fuck is wrong with Rich?
Sometimes we create our own songs, and Jason created one.
A banger. See, I'm gonna fuck around and create a banger, and then it's gonna be like, listen.
Is that some more AI music, or are you doing that by yourself?
Well, a little AI, and then you put the you got to put the lyrics and stuff in it, but AI creates the beat for it and stuff like that. So, dude, yeah, it's fucking good.
I've been playing with that too. Like it makes it so much fun.
Oh my god, dude. Then it gives you like four different options. Like, well, here's
Right.
5 different ways. You know what I mean? I was like, dude, that's what's up right there. I went and bought the fucking paid version.
That stands out, like as far as the style and going with the word. It's always one that stands out.
Well, there's keywords, dude. You got to have certain keywords, and it's just like if you're gonna do Google searches on certain things, you can't just search the normal shit that everybody else searches. You got to have a different way to say it or fit, you know?
Yeah, right. Spit it. You got to spit it out.
Yeah. Like, listen, I'm not trying to be like everybody else. That's why I got to have an AI introduction for everybody. It's all positive. It's all positive.
So Steve Jobs was correct when he said that the internet and electronics and computers will run this country.
Listen, yes, sir. I can start selling the fucking like the drone bikes. You know what I mean? That's what I want, dude. I want a fucking drone bike.
Yeah.
I'm already doing 200 mile an hour on the Harley. Might as well fucking do it in the air.
Oh man. See, I thought about getting a bike out here. No way. No way.
They don't take care of the roads. It's all
dirt. Not at all. Not at all. And it's even worse that like I've seen more motorcycle deaths out here in a year than I've ever seen in my life in the United States.
Oh wow!
Like it's terrible. I mean, there's a road that I take from here into Mexico City, and every week there's 3 or 4 deaths, motorcycle deaths.
Oh my gosh!
Just on that road, and that's 67 mile stretch.
Jesus!
Just on that stretch. And it's because they don't take care of the roads. There's riders there that are inexperienced and they don't know what they're doing.
Them over, or are they just going down? Are other people hitting them, or are they actually just losing control of their bikes and going down?
Man, let me put it this way. I watched a guy, and I got a video of it. I'll send it to you, where he's doing probably about 50 miles an hour, and he has his fucking kickstand down, and there's potholes in the fucking road. And I'm talking big holes.
No.
Like there's those type of people here that are riding. And it's like, and you wonder why these people get killed.
Right.
It's like you hit that hole, that kickstand sticks and you're over the front. That's it.
Yeah.
Like it's a wrap.
Gosh. Yeah.
I mean, they get on these bikes that are called Italicas, and there's a lot of shit that I've seen here as far as motor vehicles that I've never seen in the United States.
Probably not.
A lot of these Chinese brands out here. And it's like I jumped on one of those bikes, and like at about 45, the bike starts to shake. And these guys are trying to do like 65, 70, 80 up a mountain. It's all like, what are you doing? But they're all influenced by, the racers. Yeah. Hell, if you ride a Harley out here, automatically you're part of a biker MC. Like no matter what. It's like, well, that's my kind of bike. Like I'm going to take a Harley. I'm going to take an Indian. I'm going to take something of that nature. I'm going to take a nice cruiser. I don't like crotch rockets. Those aren't a man's bike.
I like a really fucking fast Harley.
Yeah. Put me on Road King's my favorite of all Harleys.
On the road, I want a Harley. On the track, I want a Hayabusa. So if I'm going to ride on the track, I wouldn't want to ride on the road with it.
No, dude. Harley's fucking winning in the drag race right now, dude. Harley wins in the drag race.
I know. I wouldn't be drag racing though. I like to go fast, like real fast. Like trying to remember, I watched that one guy's videos from over in Europe.
But like 150, 160.
He's doing wheelies at 160, bro, for traffic. Like
if I could do a wheelie on mine, I'd probably be able to do it. My Harley does.
I wouldn't even try that.
I'm good going 75. Okay.
That's
That's just me. I'm good going 75 because I know I can die at that speed.
Hey,
Yeah, well,
35. Your helmet's only good for 35.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's only good at 35.
it sounds to me with the roads down there, you need more of an enduro type of a bike, something with more like
You
dirt
do.
tires on it. You know,
You definitely do. You need an enduro for sure,
like
and that's why a lot of people are upgrading into those BMWs.
Or a fucking
And Ducati makes a nice one. You know, it's like a trail for people who don't know what we're talking about, but it's pretty much like a trail bike, except with lights and blinkers.
You could drive on the road with it. You go on a trail with it. You could drive through the desert with it. You could go up a mountain with it. It's made for all terrain, and they make ones that are a little more geared for the road, and they make ones that are a little more geared for the woods. It all kind of depends what you're going to probably do more of. You know.
I got one question. Yeah. Are they geared good enough to get away from a donkey show?
Well,
you know, those only exist on the border. That's some Tijuana shit, okay, and some Juarez shit. That shit don't exist down here. I'll tell you that right now. The only thing that you're gonna hightail your ass to here is a rooster fight, and that's it.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be cool.
We always kind of have the question as far as like, you know, as you were breaking up, Rich asked, you know, like the whole Bigfoot thing. That's one of our staples. Like,
oh yeah,
Bigfoot in that area. What do they believe down there? What is the local lore down where you're at? Is there anything freaky out there?
Here, as I said, so going back to like the Dios dos Muertos, they have it to where, you know, they make huge plates of food that you're not allowed to touch at all because it's meant for the ancestors. So when they come back here to visit, that they have a meal and blah, blah, blah. So if you touch that food, they believe that they're going to pull your feet when you're asleep and pull you out from the covers. So.
Have you touched the food?
As I'm not yet. Don't get me wrong. Like I've tried to inch at it, and I'm all like, but that looks really good. So you're saying I get to have a quesadilla, and they get a whole plate of like chicken mole and rice and all this other good stuff, and I get to settle with a cheese and tortilla. Like, give me a fucking break. Like, eat that shit.
Do they do that every single day, or is that like how often do they do that?
So it's November 1st but it goes on for 3 days.
Okay.
So it's like Halloween for 3 days.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is, I mean,
fun.
If you're an American, like a 3-day Halloween is like fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's straight up awesome.
Every day's Halloween for him. No.
This is true. This is true.
He lives the heavy metal lifestyle that we all want to live.
But, you know, I will say this. Being here has really made me realize how bad the morals are in the American culture.
Right.
Collectively. You know, here, you know, families, you know, you get together every Sunday and you're spending time with one another. Nobody's left out. It doesn't matter, you know, what you've done in life, you know, what problems you're going through or anything like that. No matter what, your family is with you and they always stand by you and they never will desert you. And I know a lot of us alone, including myself, we've dealt with that separations from our family, you know, because they pointed more towards the judgment of like, oh, well, you're this, so you know what, goodbye. I think that does not exist in the Mexican culture at all.
They're all about family first there, man, for sure.
100%. And they're all about the community as well. Everybody is about helping one another.
Yeah, and so like that everybody eats, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you come from Tennessee where they call it the volunteer state. It's nothing like here. Nothing like here.
I mean, I don't know what they're volunteering out there. I know that you can't even get their fucking water. That's for sure.
Which is hard.
You ain't getting the limestone water out the creeks down there, bro. They catch you, boy, you in trouble.
Yeah.
Doug will tell you got in trouble. Doug out there, you know who you are.
Hey, now, the question I have is how can people from the States purchase your product?
So as of right now, that is not available. And the reason being is because my labeling on my bottle does not meet the federal regulations in the United States.
Okay.
The United States is the only country where my labels are not acceptable.
Why? What's wrong with your label?
What's on them?
One thing. Everywhere else in the country, you see where it says 18 is the drinking age?
Okay.
You can't do a different label?
I can do a different label, but let me tell you what.
Oh, you'd have to have two labels.
I'd have to have two labels. So I would have to have enough support and business in the United States for that to even make sense.
Gotcha.
Right, I understand.
And right now, it's all like, my focus is Mexico.
You're there, why not, right?
Yeah, I'm about taking over Mexico.
Fuck yeah.
And
Well,
then,
the thing is, well, you know, there's a lot of moonshiners up here. You're
Right.
kind of in a niche down there.
but you think about it too from the United States side, like, you think about how many whiskey distilleries there are in the United States. An assload.
Yeah.
An assload. The competition is so extensive in the United States.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, and rightfully so. You know, I'll say that, rightfully so. But here in Mexico, there's 12 distilleries that make whiskey, and only 2 of them are commercial. I'm the third.
Okay.
Okay.
So Kentucky, just in the small town of Louisville, has 12 distilleries.
Wow. Right.
So it's, I mean, does it make sense for me to go to the United States right now? No. You know,
Right.
because my focus is Mexico. My focus is bringing more of the tourism back here, because it has been given a poor name from the United States media. And once people start focusing on that and, seeing something new there, and it's all like, oh, you got people from the United States and be like, oh, well, hey, like, this American's fine. Like, he started a distillery down there. Like, everything's okay. Then people start getting more comfortable. But it's going to be a process.
Yeah.
And
it's not like
hopefully,
you just come right in and boom, here we are. Everybody's going to come in,
Yeah, it's not like that. Now, the thing that blows my mind here is, with Mexico having over 1,000 different native corns here, why nobody ever jumped into whiskey.
I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you.
The corn that I have right now, if you were to purchase it in the United States, it goes for $33 a pound.
A pound?
A pound.
What's up, bro? You send me a kernel?
Send me
2 kernels, bro. I'll crossbreed it with what I got here. Come on, bro. Listen.
And that's it. And as you know, that corn makes all the difference in the world when it comes to your mash and your whiskey. All the flavors that come through.
Are you adding sugar, or are you not adding sugar?
No, I add sugar. I still add sugar. But
So
now it comes in from the sugar that I use compared to the sugar that the people use in the United States.
Yeah.
So I get my sugar straight from the sugarcane farmers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now, instead of actually having it processed, I actually use the sugarcane water that comes straight from the root, and I get it in jugs.
Okay.
And I tell you what, it makes all the difference in the world. Even when it comes to the bite that sugar usually gives, the more, like, as you know, there's more sugar you add, the more bite that you're going to get.
Oh,
it's a little bit different.
Listen, I like making sugar shine. That's all I like to make because it's easier. It's less I have to cover when I'm putting stuff in it. Like, you know, and listen, I've tasted a lot of corn, and they all do the same thing. They burn. Every fucking one. I don't care what they say. Smooth. It could be an easy burn. It could be a light burn, but they all burn, right? They all burn. So I think that's why I like rye, because rye burns too, but it's a different flavor than corn. And I don't know, everybody likes to go to corn. I'm not dogging corn by no shape or mean. I'm sure everybody's probably like waiting to bust my balls on that. But like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I give them what they want, and what they want around here is sugar. You know,
but there's a way to smooth that out, though, smooth that bite. And you know, I don't mind giving, you know, what my ingredients on here, because one, I have no competition in the United States. So if it's beneficial for others, then by all means.
Don't give it to nobody but me when we hang up, just to hang out. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, right. No.
Bro, I would never ask anybody to put their ingredients out there. I mean, you could give us, how about this? What is the general, just give us a general of what you're using out there.
I use blue corn. I'm not going to give the name.
That's cool. That's good. That's what we want. That's fine.
I got a blue corn.
Fucker, that's so good.
I use raw oats.
Okay.
And sugar.
I could fucking fist you. I would, bro. Man.
That's it. Because the raw oats sits there and takes down that bite, and it also gives it a milkiness, you know, tenets to it, to where the flavor stays in your mouth. So it's all like you can go ahead and you can run it around. And it's like, baby, give me some fucking legs. You know what I mean? If you get some legs on your glass, man. You got some flavor.
All right.
And it's gonna stick.
I had somebody give me 2 ears of it while we were in Farm to Bottle 2 weeks ago. And he's like, dude, it's enough to plant 100-foot long row of corn. And I said, all right, but it's a hybrid of what the fuck was it? Some like husky. I don't know, some husky maple or something like that, or something, I don't know, on the lines of that. And then it was with a Jimmy Red or something. So when it turned purple. Yeah. And then like the purple was getting in, like it crossed with like some yellow dent, and it crossed with some of his white corn. Dude, it looked fucking beautiful. And he gave me 2 big ears of it, and then he gave me a big handful of the white corn too. So dude, next year, listen, I know everybody's like, Jason just does sugar, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm going to show them I have to do corn next year, just, you know, so they know what I know. I know what I'm doing. You know,
hey, Jason, with
this right here, I'll get to the color wise. And you see how dark it is.
Yeah, right? That's nice, dude. I like it darker.
But like, how long do you think that's aged?
Now, I'm a rapid aging kind of guy. So I use an ultrasonic cleaner, and so my ultrasonic will probably get that in about 45 minutes in, 45 minutes out, maybe 2 times of that.
Okay, so you use a pressure. Okay. So that's good. So you got a positive and negative pressure pulling right through.
No, what I do is I put it in a jar, put the lid on it, I put it in a machine that goes, and all those bubbles all the bubbles go through the ultrasonic, and it opens that wood up.
Are you using carbon or no?
I'm using wood.
Okay.
from barrels.
I mean, so myself, I mean, I know a lot of people use wood chips and stuff. Sawdust, baby.
That's what somebody else was just effing telling me.
I'm telling you.
Told me at Farm to Bottle, thank you. That's what I heard. It's the best because it's already.
Yeah, I know who told you that too.
Who? James
Aubrey.
I love James Aubrey. It might have been him.
Me too, because he's the one that told me. And I'll tell you right now, he is 100% correct.
Yeah.
And it's like you use that sawdust and then you char it. You char it with just a torch. You just torch it, shift it around so you get that nice char flavor to it. And honestly, it is amazing. Now, there's different types of blue corn. I'll tell you that right now. There's not just a single blue corn.
There's like American Blue or something. I forget what my buddy here has. It was some kind of Blue Eagle.
Blue Eagle. Yeah, I've never heard.
It's like, what do they call trail corn?
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. But it was the best.
I mean, for my corn, for me to get 100 pounds, 100 pounds of my blue corn cost me roughly like $14.
How much is that in pesos?
Look,
I'm putting him on the spot, bro.
490 pesos.
Oh, wow. Damn. So if I send you 490 pesos, you can give me some corn.
Plus shipping, baby. You got to think about the shipping.
My wife can ship.
It costs a lot to ship to the United States.
Listen, my wife ships liquor out of there, man.
She
does on the train. They have to get it. Actually, they've been getting broken into, so they have to get escorts. Well, they're trying to get escorts because they've been. She ships for. Is it Mezcal? One of the big tequila.
Mezcal.
Companies. One of them they ship for, and they keep getting robbed left and right, man. So
what I did now, because the state that I live in, we just won the denomination of origin for mezcal. So now everywhere else, where like Oaxaca or Jalisco, they're not allowed to use the name mezcal unless it's distilled there, unless the agave's from there, and that's it. So what we did is we just purchased 100 acres of land and the agave seeds to plant, because all the distilleries are now moving here to be able to produce mezcal. And they're building up their distilleries here, because all the other companies there, they have 1 year to remove the label of mezcal from their bottle. Now they can say that it's blue agave. They can use that. But as far as the name mezcal goes, no.
Now, what technically is agave?
What?
I mean, it's not a fruit or anything. It's just a plant. Like,
it's a plant. Yeah.
What do they use?
It's a root, really.
Okay. And is that all they use it for, is tequila?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, is it really cheap down there? Like, can you get agave syrup on the cheap?
Oh, yeah.
So if I send a truck to your house, you have me like 100 gallons by tomorrow?
You're not going to get it by tomorrow because it has to go through customs.
Listen, bro, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Like, listen, I got people that are all about making tequila and shit, bro, and all this and that, dude. They're in the comments right now asking, like, how do I get real agave? Shit.
But you still, I mean, you'll end up your ass in some serious trouble if you're a legal distiller. Like, if you're just a shiner, like, okay, you're gonna do your thing just like all other shiners do. When somebody tried to say it's all like, oh, he's trying to be a shiner, it's all like, no, I'm actually a distiller because I do it legally.
Legal.
A shiner isn't a legal term.
Now, do they have the do you get to see master distiller down there?
So I'm going to be 100% honest with you.
It's a big no.
I have, even in the United States, I have never seen one episode of Master Distiller. I've never seen one episode of Moonshiners. I've never seen it, you know, and even though I've spoke with a few people from the show and stuff, I never really kind of indulged in it. And the only reason being is because I've never been a person that's been in front of a TV.
Right.
I've always been the person that's been out in the woods and camping and hunting and fishing, and like watching TV was just like never my thing. And even to this day, it still isn't my thing. Like the only time that I go and I watch TV is like if football's on.
Okay.
But that's it. You know, so it comes to me to where it's like a lot of people get, you know, too involved into the moment and like starstruck, and they start just treating people different from like who they actually are. You know, so they have like this self-image to them to where, oh, well, this person is this, so I need to be like, they come out of themselves. You know what I mean? It's all like, dude, just be you. Like at the end of the day, these people are people. They want you to be fucking you.
And I think that's why they like me. And I'm not saying that I think that's why the people that like me do like me, because I am me. Like I'm not nobody else but me. You know what I mean? I've been me. I'll give you a quick rundown on what happened for me there. So like I was sitting down in my garage making shine one day with my partner. We're just hanging out. And I says, hey man, I think I want to be on a fucking extra in a movie. And he started laughing. He says, well, fucking be an extra in a movie if you want, right? He always gave me that really bland, like, go ahead, you know? So I'm looking, and in Pittsburgh, you know, we had some shit going on. Like I was trying to be a part of the Outsiders. They needed bearded dudes, whatever. So there was really nothing going on. So the next one was Master Distiller.
Yeah.
I filled out all the information. Dude, and 2 years went by. I totally forgot about it. On my father's birthday, who has passed away, I got an email, and it was Master Distiller talking like they wanted to do a little interview. And I'm like, what the fuck? So first of all, right away, you can even ask Rich. I'm like, dude, I don't know if they're like, Google it. Google these people, right? I'm Googling everybody, making sure everybody's right, who they say they are. So then they set up a Zoom interview. And so, dude, I got the mohawk fucking rocking out.
You fit the part.
That's it. There you go. I got my bib overalls on. I'm down in the garage. I got my 25 gallons. I got my American flags. I got my Trump shit. Everything's all fucking American back there. And when that guy come on and he saw me, he was like, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now. Just from talking to you within a couple minutes, he's like, you got my fucking vote. He said, but you got to get past discovery, right? So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So we did the interview. Dude, I got a call. They're like, we're going to do the background check on you, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, cool.
Right.
Yeah. Next thing you know, bro, I'm driving to Asheville, North Carolina. And I'm like, fuck it. I drove, and I chose to do that because I had to get myself in that zone, right? I get there, and as soon as you get there, it's on. Like, it ain't no fucking around. You're there the next day. You're in. Boom, right? So you're standing there. Yeah, you're standing there, and I had to make moonshine out of day-old pastries. Right? Bread, buns, fucking all kinds of shit, right?
And like, goddamn, it's like I'm in jail making hooch.
Bro, right? Hey, my boy, hey, it's funny you say that because the guy in front of me, Panhead, that's what he had to make. He had to make jailhouse hooch, dude. No boy. So, and me being the nice guy I am, as I'm talking to the other two, the girl went to school for fermentation science. The dude had his own distillery in Minnesota, ex-Marine and all this shit. And then you just got me here in the backwoods of Pennsylvania making shine for 15 years. You know what I mean? So like, bro, you're standing there and you got fucking cameras in your face. And then it's like one of them moments you're like, put up or shut up. You know,
that's right.
You talked a big fucking game. So then at that point, I had to tell myself, like, dude, you made it this far. You're one of 3 out of 30-some thousand fucking people.
Yeah.
You made it that far. You know what I mean? So, listen, dude, have confidence. And I did. So once I pulled the confidence out and was like, listen, I straight up told them, I said, they're like, why do you like making moonshine? I said, because it's fucking illegal. They said, are you serious? I said, yeah. They're like, what makes you keep coming back? I said, because it's illegal, man. Like, I love it. Like,
that's fair. That's fucking fair.
They're like, where did you learn? How did you learn how to make it? Or you know, anybody teach you? I said, how did I learn? I said, from watching the fucking TV show. So I watched Moonshiners from the fucking minute it started. And listen, I got to meet all of them. And I got to tell Josh the one time, I was like, dude, the coolest thing was that every time I had a problem, because I went through a lot of problems. I blew up steels. I fucking almost blew my whole garage to fucking smithereens.
When you say you blew it up, or did you collapse it?
Oh, no, I did that too. I blew it up. And something, my buddy collapsed it, not me. I know all about the back. Dude, it was the second run. I let him borrow it, and he fucking, dude, I come back down there with
son of a.
Dude, listen, he put his foot in there, pulled it out, pounded it out. There was 2 holes. I soldered them. I still use it to this day. And it was one of North Georgia's stills. Like, dude, they don't even have plaques on them. That's how old they are, right? Like, dude, they were under 1,000. You can't get nothing under 1,000. So anyway, I'm on there, and I tell those people, like, yeah, man, I'm going for the rye bread. You know, I want rye because that's like, you know, they make rye, they make beer out of it in Ukraine. They do a thing, right? Kvass, it's called. So, you know, what do? They take the rye.
Do we freeze?
Nope, you're good. There you are. So they took all the rye. Next thing you know, you had to proof a bottle with no tools, right? So you had to shake it, give them the bubble. You had to get closest to 80. I shook and I gave them 85. And that's what I turned in. So I ended up winning that part. And then after that, it was game on, man. I got the post flavor, everything, and I made an orange cinnamon roll. Oh, wait. So, yeah. And, see.
What's up, Dan Gray?
Look, Master Distillers as real as they get. So am I, he said. Oh, there you go.
Fucking Dan Gray.
But yeah, man. So I ended up, winning.
He went somewhere.
Hey,
I just wanted to mention Ted Hardy. I know Dan met Ted. You met Ted as well.
Listen, I like Ted. Is Ted on here tonight?
I don't know if Ted's. You know what? He actually called me right before we were coming on. I said, "Bro, I'll call you afterwards." So. He's on.
What? It's on fire. Moonlight hitting copper, fire in the pit. Money on my mind, gotta move that shit. Woods too dark, but the shine too bright.
Bam. Listen, every time you pop off, I'm just firing on music, bro. It's better. I mean, hey, listen. But yeah, so I ended up, having the I did something cool when it happened, man. I filled up 4 jars of shine, all to the same height. I put them in a barrel of water. And what happened was 2 of them floated and 2 sank. So that told me the 2 that were on the bottom had more water in them. The 2 on the top had more alcohol. So I took one from the bottom, one from the top, mixed them, ran it under the sweet water, shook it. I said, I think I was about at 100. When I turned it in, it was 85. They wanted 80. I gave them 85. So that was the first part. Then the second part was just lights out after that. I just killed it. And he's gone again. I feel like he's gone again.
You won that part was pretty awesome, Jace.
That was cool. I wish they would have showed the other, shake, like doing that fucking barrel shit, dude. That was rad.
Shake.
Oh, shake.
Trap in the trees, getting paid all night. Ain't no 9 to 5, just a jar on a scale. Pouring liquor like blood, every drop for sale. Survive by the hustle, survive by the gun. $1 in the hand when the cooking done. Woods on fire, I'm a ghost in the night. Money in the mud, but my game head tight. Anyway necessary, the law can't see, but that crazy bitch still gunning for me. Woods on fire, I'm a ghost in the night. Money in the mud, but my game head tight. Anyway necessary, the law can't see, but that crazy bitch still gunning for me. Screaming at the door, eyes full of rage, but I'm deep in the timber, writing crime on the page. Bottle in the stash, pistol close by. Outlaw life, either ride or die. Share sheriff riding past, dogs bark, hard cold. Still running shine like the legends of old. Stack paper, break laws, keep steel close tight. Gangster in the woods, still cooking all night. Woods on fire, I'm a ghost in the night. Money in the mud, but my game man tight. Anyway necessary, the law can't see, but that crazy bitch still gunning for me. Woods on fire, I'm a ghost in the night. Money in the mud, but my game.
Boom.
And
Got it.
back again, as I said, Mexico's fucking crazy. It's always that. But I mean, you know, and that's a crazy story. It's like took you 2 years and you forgot about it.
Yep.
And then you get an email of saying, hey, interview us. And it's like you went from small time of just doing illegal shit to then actually showing your skills on live TV. And just like, you know, you kind of investigated me a little bit. I had to kind of investigate you at the same time and be like, okay, you know, like, who is this? Like, is this somebody that's really just, I mean, trying to get some type of show or some type of clout or anything like that? And you know what? I think the reason why it's like I wanted to come on this show is because you actually showed who you were on live TV during it was like a morning show. And
you don't know all about that. Hold on, let me tell you about that. Dude, my hair is standing up on my face right now. It was the greatest day of my life because I watch that morning show every morning, PTL Live, Pittsburgh Today Live. It's like I watch it every morning. I'm a stay-home dad, right?
Right.
So I stood in front of my fucking TV, and it's the honest God's truth. I didn't tell nobody this. I stood in front of that big TV, and I said it out loud. I said, I'm going to be interviewed there. That's where I want to be interviewed because there's a lot of people that watch the Pittsburgh Today Live.
Yeah.
No shit, dude. Like I spoke it, and you could ask my partner here, man. I spoke that shit into existence. And when you do that, I'm a firm believer. You speak.
Manifestation is a motherfucker, ain't it?
Right. So next thing you know, they're like, boom, PTL. Now check this out. This is where it gets cool. I took fucking untaxed, illegal fucking moonshine on the morning show,
on live.
Live TV. Bro, I've given the fucking weatherman fucking
right.
lights out, bro. I didn't realize what I even did, right? And then my buddy, the night we had my viewing party, my buddy said to me, he says, dude, he said, all the homies want you to know you're fucking nuts. I said, why? He said, dude, you took untaxed fucking liquor on the morning show, bro.
Yeah.
I was like,
tax-free, baby. Tax-free.
Yeah, I didn't even try to. And I did.
And I think that like that's what drew me here, right? Because it's all like I lived in Los Angeles for 4 years at one time. And if you ever been to Los Angeles or if you live in LA or anything like that, it's like everybody's a part of the industry, right? And then everybody wants to put on this fucking show of like, oh, I'm this and I'm that, and blah, blah, blah. And then it's like I'm watching you on TV and it's all like, dude, this is just him being him.
It's
like
me,
this is just him being him. Like, and I fucking dig it. Like, okay, you know what? Like this is somebody I'm gonna fuck with for sure. Because I mean that's it. As long as you can be real, it doesn't matter what setting you are in. Like that is purity. That is straight, genuine, you know, personality that, you know, somebody can definitely speak with and be with, you know, because anybody that wants to put off that show and shit, like, okay, yeah, you know, go be you. You know, I could send you pictures of everybody who I used to be around in Los Angeles, and they're some of the most popular artists and people that you see on TV that you'd know. And honestly, they're just a bunch of fake people.
Yeah,
I'll tell you one thing. Our show here, everything that we bring to the show is a big part of our life.
Yeah,
right. Big part of our life. You know, whether it's moonshining, hunting, music, and all this stuff. That's like that's why we did it that way, because it's really, you know, it's the real deal Holyfield.
Yeah, like, listen, there was a lot of times on the show, on both of the shows, even the morning show. The best part on the morning show was, so the cameraman, right, he's standing there. I let him taste some first, right? Now, listen, if you watched it, like when I got on there was only this much strawberry. It was a strawberry color.
Yeah.
Dude, it was a full jar, and I'm sitting there thinking everybody's going to think I'm some kind of scumbag bringing in fucking half jars, right? Yeah. No, all the lawyers in the green room fucking drank it before they come out. I come back in, I was like, anybody want moonshine? All the lawyers were like, yeah.
Right.
That many people there. Light them up. They're like, oh. So listen, when the weatherman did his, the girl next to him, she drank half of one and then she drank half of the other one. So she didn't drink them both full, right? So they set him down.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly.
They walked away. Listen, the cameraman walked right up to those fucking things, right in front of his boss, finished them both. Somebody else he's like, man, that shit, I ain't throwing that away. When. His boss was looking at him like, oh my God, dude, like really,
What was the proof? What was the proof on that?
So listen, we started. So when I do any of the creams, it starts out around 180 is what I put into it. So we're cutting it right in half. So
okay.
So
you're proving it. You're proving it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, with the cream, nothing else.
With the cream, yeah.
Yeah. So it cuts it right in half, and that's what I learned on the show because what I here in PA we have like a Pillsbury cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
But we have like the orange glazed.
Okay.
So that's what I made into a sipping cream.
Gotcha.
An orange glazed cinnamon roll. And dude,
fire.
Listen, the whole ride down there, am I going to do something strawberry? And when I got there, listen, what I'm known for at home is my orange creamsicle. So you were allowed to bring one thing from home, and I brought my own cream. And dude, it was lights out. Should never give me an 8. And I made it with real fucking oranges. They were like, dude, you squeeze those oranges like it was nothing, bro. I was like, I'm here to win. And that's what I had to tell myself a couple times. I'm like, listen, number one, you didn't bring enough room for a B game. So I hope they're ready for you, dude. And the cool part was I actually ended up being the finale episode.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a solid accomplishment. I mean, and my hat's off to you.
Thank you.
I mean, because it's like you followed something, you manifested in it, and I preach about manifestation to a lot of people. It's like, the only way that something's going to come true is if you actually believe in it and you follow it and you keep following it, because there's going to be mountains that you have to climb and things that are going to come in your way that are going to try and stop you. But as long as your vision stays focused and the manifestation is real, it doesn't matter what comes in your way, because you're going to accomplish it and you're going to be there at the end of the day.
Listen, I'm sending it right now as we speak. I'm giving you my number. Please, man. I mean, dude, listen.
So you're gonna come to Mexico,
bro. I want to listen. What you're talking about all that agave, dog. I want to see that. That's one thing that I have not made, and I want to see it done. Like, because I like to see things, the process, and to see it done.
Look,
so
we can do this. Is to where I will get pure blue agave syrup that is 10 years old, and
it don't go bad.
We will have we'll shoot a video of you doing what you do.
I'll come down.
And I'll tell you right now.
You want me to bring my 400 gallons still with me?
I have untouched mineral water here that is on my land that you can use. And as you know as well, water makes a big difference in everything.
Yep, it's huge.
Yeah. And if you shoot something with you making, we can call it mezcal. We can't call it tequila.
We'll call
just for legality purposes, and with me being a legal distillery. But let's definitely do it. You do it here. You use my machines, use my mash barrels, whatever you need, however much you need, you let me know. We set it up, we get it going, and then you have some content. You have something for you
not
too.
Even about the content. I just want to come down there and make fucking whiskey with you, bro.
Well, you're talking agave, so it's all like we're talking agave. We're going to be talking tequila or mezcal.
I just want to come down there and distill with you. How about that?
Man, it would be a fucking pleasure. Like I would love to do it with you. I mean,
that would be
me
amazing.
myself. I'm the person that literally said that I want to try. I want to make whiskey. I want to do this. And have I ever done it really before? No. So you know what?
And you're
give me 2 stills. I want 2. And that's why everybody's like kind of looking at me as all like, you don't want to start out with the basics of like a Weber or something like that. No. Give me them both. Give me 2 40s.
Yeah, lucky.
And that's what I wanted, because like I'm going to go all in or I'm not. Like it's either I do it to the fullest or I don't do it at all. So what am I going to do?
I tell people this. I'm a fucking jump in head first kind of dude. Listen, I don't want to go from 1st to 5th. I want to go from 5th all the way.
Right. But what I decided to do is I decided to watch all different shiners of how they do things. If I go and if I watch a distiller that works for, Macallan or Johnny Walker or any of them, like they know commercial and corporate standards. If you go with a shiner does things illegal, but they do things to perfection, because that is the importance of being a shiner. So what I did was I would watch people like, I watched Phil Billy, I watched Bad Santa, I got introduced to all these people like James Aubrey, and there's been a multiple amount of people who I'd love to give a shout out to, but I watched all these different people, I listened to them, and then I did a lot of reading, I did a lot of research of my own, and then I incorporated all of their ideas plus everything that I've read into my own. And that was the change in what I produce to what others produce. And that's when it came into even my lab tests, is I have such a minimal amount of methanol that they can't even detect it. I have a minimal amount of extra metals that come from your water that they cannot even detect. And I'll send that to you in my lab results. You'll see that and you'll be like, what the fuck? Like, so I showed my lab results to a guy he's a big, mezcal distributor out here and producer. And he looked at my lab results. He's like, how the fuck? He's like, how the fuck?
Bro, that's the water.
Well, a lot of it is the water, but a lot of it has to do with the process as well. Yeah. And it's learning about how much you need to take out of your 4 shots and out of your heads, but still get the same amount of quality in your hearts to know when the tails start coming to cut that shit off. People sit there and they look at me and they're all like, well, you're wasting a lot of product. It's all like, but I'm really not about the quantity.
You're getting right to the good shit, and that's what you want.
That's it.
I mean? And I'm going to put it out there. Like, Phil Billy had a really good video out there, and I don't know if you watch any of his stuff or whatever, but a lot of it. Okay, good. I started doing it as well. So like, I'll put it in my hands, because I can tell when I'm there temperature wise and taste wise, right? Temperature and taste, that's not a problem. I can tell you when I'm there, but I want to be able to smell that jar, and I want to know when it goes. And now I can, because I watched one of these little videos where, you just rub it in your hands, but he explains to you about it burning. Like if it hurts, like right here, that
exactly
in your fucking heads, man. Like that's heady type shit.
Yeah.
Then when that burn and hurt goes away, that's the stuff you want. That's your hearts. Like you'll still get a little bit of like, a little like feel, but like eventually you're going to be like, man, dude, holy fuck. It don't hurt no more. And I'm like, dude, I was doing it all day yesterday because I ran yesterday and the day before. I was like, Oh yeah, dude. Like, so I'll tell you what, I could have probably smelled a fucking mouse fart for fucking 15 miles away. It cleaned my shit out so bad yesterday because I was doing it all like, well, like it would hurt, but I kept my face in there. We're like, stay in there, man. You know,
right. And but those are the things that you learn.
Bam.
Well, you know what? Hold on real quick. I'm going to go grab one of my jugs. Just a second.
You got to pull out a big old 5-gallon carboy like fucking sweet. Fuck yeah,
man. That would be amazing to go down there, bro. That would be amazing.
Run 2 stills in Mexico. I couldn't listen, man. Look at that. Oh, look at that.
All here. Wow. I just collect just straight. And this right here, this is 60%. Completely.
Okay. So 120.
120.
All right, listen, I'm going to send you a shirt. I got to get you your shirt size. So a buddy of mine.
Well, you come down here. I got you your shirt.
Well, listen, these got jars, right? And you ever, in the American world over here, in the motorcycle world, it's got the diamond, right?
Yeah.
So instead of 1%, it's got a 55%.
Okay.
110 proof.
Right.
So it's 55%er on the jar, baby. I'm like, that's the baddest fucking syrup I've ever seen, bro.
Forget the 1%ers. Like, I mean, yeah, that's recognized through a lot of different MCs, but what about a 55%?
Ain't nothing lower than 110. That's what we're rolling with, straight off the
See, and that's the crazy thing here is that anything above 80 is too strong.
Well, I mean, in normal terms, it probably really is, though, sometimes.
Right, but I'm saying, like, in all of Mexico, you will not get anybody drinking 100 proof, which if you told them 100 proof, they're not going to know what that means because they don't have proof here. Proof only exists in the United States. Right. Everything is in percentage.
So here's a good question. Do you use your tails in your next batch or do you throw them out?
No, I throw them out.
Good call.
My whole runs, everything that I do is I throw out my heads, I keep my hearts, and right when, with my still, when I get to 100 proof, I shut off completely because I know right there, I know my stills wise to where when it starts getting to 50%, that I'm just about to get into my tails. So instead of taking the risk of adding tails into my hearts, I completely shut it off and I throw that away. I know a lot of home distillers like to sit there and they run into their tails and they like to add it in with their batches and all that stuff. Me, I'm commercial. I don't have time for that shit. I don't have the patience for that shit. I got to get liquor out on the shelves. I got to have good shit available. And that's the way I run.
You know, it's funny. I shut my tails off the other day. And when I shut it off, bro, listen, I told somebody this and they were like, why didn't you fucking keep collecting? I'm like, listen, dude, like, you want to drink wet dog? Do you want to drink wet cardboard? Like, I don't want to taste that. It's not good. So yeah. Like, dude, I shut it off. My tails were like 158.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, and it tasted like shit. So like, I know, you know what I mean? And I was using one of my smaller ones. So I broke the 25-gallon run into half. So I know that like you're only going to get so much off of one side than you are like the top or the bottom of the mash. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So now I shut it off yesterday and I was like, dude, I was at like 4 gallons and I was like, I could keep letting that motherfucker go, bro. Like if I, because I kept down it in, I have a deflator on my, well, what I have is I have 2 plates, then my shotgun condenser, and then it goes over about fucking 28 inches into my copper worm, right down into that. Right. So I got packing and all that shit in there, dude. And like, dude, listen, I'm new to the electric game, right? So
right.
My uncle's telling me about his dad running the column. He's packing it with packing and blah, 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 all this shit. And I'm like, why is he having problems, right? So I was like, well, I'm going to try it. So I did the same thing that he did, and I figured out what it was real fucking fast, right? I should have never put the packing in where the bubble plates were because it was flooding my shotgun. And
sure.
Now I'm like, why can't I get past 140? What's going on? Like, it couldn't dial in, you know, like,
right.
So, dude, after 45 minutes of it fucking puking out, I had to build a little fucking flap so it wouldn't fucking keep shooting. Dude, about a half a gallon later, I was like, I'm fucking pissed. I shut the still off. I was like, I'm about to rip this thing apart.
Yeah.
Dude, I took that packing out. I put it back together, fired it up. Dude, at 172 degrees, it held until all the 180 was gone, baby. It just fucking.
But so there's the strict regulations with whiskey, though, is that when you're distilling, that it can't come out higher than 160.
Oh, right.
So it's all like, what do you do? And I hear a lot of people being like, oh, well, it's like you can get a higher proof if you do this or if you do that, if you recharge your thumper, if you do all these odds and ends. But it's all like, again, there's legalities that I have to follow. And that is the hardest thing about being a legal distiller is the legalities. Believe me, if the legalities did not exist, we would have better alcohol and liquor on our shelves.
Right.
And cleaner alcohol on our shelves if those legalities did not exist.
Right. True. Well, see, and that's the thing. I mean, Mr. Daniel Stevens likes to tell me my stuff's clean all the time, but he told me, he said, listen, bro, in the industry, if they tell you your shit's clean, he said, that's just a nice way of them letting you down.
Right. Right. And that is 100% true. And it's like, so I've gotten some recognition here from other distributors and manufacturers that say it's all like, oh, hey, we really love your product, but we want to bring the cost down and we would like to manufacture this for you. And it's all like, you're not going to be able to bring that cost down.
Right.
At all. Because you guys will not follow my process. You guys are going to find a cheap way around it, and you're going to be like every other commercial company that's just going to let their machines keep going and going and going, and just keep adding mash and keep adding mash and letting all that bad shit, all the bad enzymes, all the methanol that gets mixed in with your shit, and then you're going to create a poor fucking alcohol. That's not what I'm about right now. Like, I'm about
you're about the process, dude, and that's what's up, bro. Like, so here's
clean and pure.
I couldn't teach somebody the same way you teach them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have your way, I have my way, and the next guy has his way. And then what's cool about it is, like you and myself, nobody showed me nothing.
Right.
It's all trial and error. Like I said, I blew up my fucking garage because I made a stupid mistake. And when I say blow up, I mean, dude, I lost 3 inches of my beard. My eyelashes, dude, I had to go like this every time I blinked because they stuck together like that, right? Because of a mud wasp.
Oh my God.
But think of this, though. If you really want to think about it, that mud wasp actually created my logo.
Right.
Okay. Which came from my partner here, Rich.
Right.
So I was like, Rich, I want it fucking evil moonshine still. I want it fucking blowing up. That's the last thing we got to add is the fucking mud wasp and the fucking kamikaze helmet. But like, I had a mud wasp go up my worm and pack my worm with mud. And stupid me cleaned out my partner's worm because he had mud in his. These older guys getting him all set up to turn and burn, show up and, run. So I cleaned his out, not thinking mine. And then the guy was actually teaching how to shine, come back into the room we were eating. He's like, bro, your fucking steel's in there hissing.
Oh, shit.
I said, hissing? I'm like, what the fuck is steel? Like, it ain't. What do you mean hissing, dude? This is great. Listen, I walk in there. What was hissing was the fucking water for the worm was boiling because it was fucking plugged up. I mean, dude, the copper was red. Like, right? I'm like, oh, fuck. So when I go around the steel because we were running with gas. So when I go around to shut the fucking gas off, soon as I got past the front of the steel, didn't make it to the tank in time. The fucker blew up. It opened up like this. Boom. From the bottom, right? It fucking boom. It opened like that. Now we have a flamethrower because it's coming from the bottom. Right. So all the mash, it's the 25 gallons of mash is just everything's catching on fire.
Holy shit.
And let me tell you what, that shit was so fucking strong that, dude, when I went, because like first I'm like, give me a bucket. You know what they did? My friend brought me a bucket with holes in it. Right. Then as my partner pulled in, I'm like, yo, bring me some with I can put water in. You know what he brings me? A fucking garbage can that you got to push the pedal on the bottom and it opens up. There's no bottom in it. There's no bottom. I'm like, do you guys just want to piss on it? Maybe spit on it, right? So my only option was to go in it, and I had to jump in the fire, like through the fire to go get the worm because the hose was hooked up to it.
Right.
So I jumped in, dude, and what happened real fucking fast because it was a big wall of fire, blue flame, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, right. So I had a tarp that separated the rooms. And so my first instinct was to rip the fucking tarp down because I didn't want the flames to climb.
Yeah.
Right. But then I couldn't breathe. There was zero oxygen in that room. When I took that first breath and there was no air to breathe, I was like, oh, fuck, what's going on? So I ran to the back window. I ran to the back window and stuck my head out the window and was like, oh my God, I can breathe, right? I turned around, I undid the worm, fucking took 2 more big breaths. And when I ran out of my shoes, I ran out of my socks. Hey, listen, prior to all that, all them flames that were coming out of the steel were all hitting fucking propane tanks.
Golly.
Hey, man, let's just burn them all, right? So, dude.
You throw a blanket over them, right?
No, my buddy was throwing them out of the fucking garage. He's just like, he grabs me, throws me. I'm like, what the fuck, right?
Smother the flame, motherfucker. Don't sit there and throw it out to keep it open.
The best part was, this is the best part. 6 months goes by, I'm on the porch. And I'm sitting there telling this to somebody. My wife's sitting there fucking looking at me like, she's like, you did what? You blew up the fucking garage? I'm like, you know. She's like, no. I'm like, oh, you heard about this when it happened. She's like, no. I'm like, you know. You blew up the fucking garage. I'm like, maybe just a little bit.
Just a tad.
Just a tad. But that goes, listen, goes in my belt. And now I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never do that again.
So do you use electric heat now or do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I would think so.
It's so much nicer, man. It's just like you can dial it in.
Yeah, you can definitely dial it in and, you can get your ambient temperatures correct, right? From your still pot to your head, even into your thumper, to where everything kind of just balances out. Now, a lot of people are in belief that to where, if your still pot's at 175, your head needs to be at 175, your fucking thumper's going to be at 175. No, that's a myth.
Right.
Okay. Right. That's not the way that works.
No, I'm going right at the worm. That's the only place I need to know how fucking hot what is and what's coming out for me.
Yeah. And it's like, so I look at it as even into my thumper, right? Because I can definitely judge where things are going to be and where things are going to end up from my thumper temperature gauge.
Yeah.
And I mean, people will learn that, but there's a lot of videos out there to where it's all like, okay, well, all the temperature gauges need to be the same. It's all like, well, that's not the way that works.
That's not going to be like that, man, because this is how you have to think about it. Your thumper is actually what is going to be your steel. So your thumper is the temp that you want to really watch, not your pot.
Exactly.
And I think they fuck people up by putting that fucking gauge on the pot. They shouldn't even have one on the fucking pot. Listen, if you don't know what your water temperature boils at in your area, then you probably shouldn't be making moonshine. You know what I'm saying? Because it boils different for everybody. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna say, well, go ahead and make some moonshine, but you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn real fast. That's the truth to it. You're gonna learn.
I know I'm learning. Right. I'm learning all kinds of stuff tonight.
He is.
I learned some. I'm still in such a learning process. Anybody, that claims that they're a master distiller, like, my hats are off to you. me, myself, I'm never going to consider myself a master distiller because I know I'm always going to keep learning, you know, and it's learning from people like yourselves to where different things that you guys do, that it maybe improve my product. You know, it's like I've talked to multiple different shiners out there, and they always come up with something to where it just makes me think of being like, well, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
And it's just that. So it's like,
and then you're like,
I'm content with being a distiller, like 100%. I don't need the master class.
Listen, there's nothing that separates you, like you're a master distiller, man. Like if you're making your brand, you have your recipe that they're making, bro, then listen, man, the man sitting right next to me right here has told me one thing, and he tells me a lot of shit. And one of the things he told me early on in our friendship was about tattooing. He was like, Jason, and I use this a lot in everything in my life, is he's like, listen, if you're going to do something, fucking be good at it. Master it. You're going to do this. You pick a style and you roll with it. Now you fucking do it until you're the best at it. And then you move on to something different because you've already fucking become a master at that.
When do you know that you're the best at it though?
You're the best. You don't ever consider yourself the best.
Right.
I don't ever consider myself the best because I'm not. I know that you know something that I don't. I know the next guy knows something that I don't. Just like you said, we never stop learning. That's what makes you a master, is you never stop learning.
Yeah. In life, with everything.
You are a master, my friend.
And I don't know if you saw, so I entered into the Whiskey Awards competition that's being held in Scotland.
Ooh.
So, and there's a lot of discrepancies about that. And I understand, you know, to where everybody has different taste palettes. People look at it as just like it's a money game, and it's all about, you know, projection of your own company and stuff like that, you know, but it comes down to it is where I'm competing against the top commercial companies out there. And if I come in the top 25, I'm okay.
Wow.
Like I'm good with that.
Is that in the world?
Yeah.
That's in the world. So,
listen,
the award ceremony is actually being held in Scotland. I had to ship my bottles out today to Scotland for them to be judged between 200 judges.
I love it.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't understand, you know, like even my slogan goes back to the Scottish.
Yeah.
Is La Verdad Historia Cobra Vida, which in Spanish means that true history is brought to life. Because if anybody wants to really understand the history of whiskey, it all stemmed from Scotland in the Celtic Hills. And that's where the name comes from, Celtic Hills. Because when Scotland was being invaded by the London Guard and was pushing people out, they ran to an island that they decided to call Ireland. So when the London Guard came there, they're like, we're not Scottish, we're Irish. And then they went to invade into there, and then the Irish were coyoted from Ireland into the United States. And they ended up through New York, which then brought down into the Pennsylvania, which then went into the Appalachian Hills. And then the Irish took their whiskey recipes, shared it with the Appalachians, and that's when they created moonshine. But it was whiskey. It was whiskey.
Check this out. So I just did this not too long ago. So the Whiskey Rebellion, right? 1794.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that happened in my area, Monongahela, Pennsylvania.
1791, baby.
There you go, right? So the Whiskey Rebellion. So when they decided to rebel, the people who thought about, they got together. It was in my hometown, Monongahela, Pennsylvania, and that's when they So and I was just reading about this. So that's what they considered the first moonshiners, because they knew that the troops were coming to shut everything down, and they packed up and they rolled.
Yeah.
So that's what they considered the first moonshiners, because they shut down shop illegal. They're illegal. They were doing it illegally.
Boston Tea Party. Right.
So I love knowing that kind of shit. Like, and that, and then the Monongahela rye, which is, dude, it gets its taste and its flavor because of the humidity from the river.
Sure.
It goes right to it. Like, and a lot of people don't know that, you know what I mean? You got the George Washington stuff, whatever, but like, dude, that Monongahela rye, it's called Overholt. They were
the cherry bomb from George Washington.
That's
yes, sir.
That's it. See, so it's, we all could claim that moonshiners, you know what I mean? I'm like, I love it, dude.
But that's just the beauty of it that really came about through all of this, right? Is you took something that was an illegal terminology, which was moonshine, rather than being able to label it whiskey, brandy, rum, whatever. It's moonshine. No, it's moonshine. No, nobody wanted to label it because it was an illegal term.
Right.
But it's like, for me personally, it's like I just took it from the whiskey side of it, because you had a lot of corn farmers, especially in the Appalachian Hills, right, that focused so much on whiskey and sugar shine too. Sugar shine was a big thing in the Appalachians. But
Daniel Stevens, Mr.
Right.
Daniel Stevens.
But then it's all like, so I take everything that was incorporated and brought in from the United States down to the southern border. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is that all of the corns and all the colored corns, native corns, what they call it in the United States, like the Johnny Reds or, the Bloody Butchers or anything like that, that actually all stemmed from Mexico. Mexico sold their corns, and that was the number one profit for Mexico to the United States.
Their corn.
Was the corn. Until the farmers sat there and collected all the seeds, started planting their own corns, and it just grew up. And then they blew Mexico out of the water and said, okay, we're not going to purchase no more corn from you. And that's where the corn industry in Mexico took a tank. But that used to be the number one resource before steel. So now that I'm taking the native corns from here that was incorporated into the United States many, 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 many years ago, that is the purpose of the slogan, is really, it's like the true history is brought to life of the whiskey.
That's it right there. That's the history of the whiskey, man. That's what...
History started in the Celtic Hills.
You need to get yourself some of that kind of sugar, that liquid root sugar from the sugar cane farms. It costs a lot more to get it up here, but it might be worth it.
Real quick, so we're almost at the 2-hour thing here. So, but real quick,
2 hours, people.
I'm gonna run this by you, and I ran it past somebody else before.
Sure.
So sugar cane is like a sustainable thing. You can grow a lot of sugar cane right out there, and then somebody else is doing like a bamboo shine.
Sure.
And I was like, dude, it's from the same grass phenome. Why can't you crossbreed it? And then you could call it sugar boo.
Sugar boo.
All in one right there. You're getting the bamboo and the sugar all in the same thing.
It would be called bamboo.
Yeah, because listen, they're both grass phenomes. They're both grass phenomes. They're both.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And I understand what you're getting at. The only thing here is that people are so stuck to their roots. It's so hard to introduce something new.
Yep.
And that's the problem that I'm having even just with my flavored whiskey, because it's like, instead of infusing with, just casked and wood. I'm doing post infusions with all the natural fruits that are from Mexico. And when they see that into whiskey, they're all like, what do you mean? Like, whiskey needs to be brown. It's all like, you don't know corn whiskey then, because corn whiskey does not need to be aged.
You know what I like to do? I like to do, for a while there, I was taking like the wood chips and I was putting the wood chips in my thumper. And then I was getting clear whiskey.
Sure.
It's clear flavor, clear wood. Sometimes you could overdo it, whatever. But like, I was doing that. It was coming out pretty good. I could probably put my stuff up and just some sugar shine. Dude, I could put that sugar shine with them wood chips in there against some Jack Daniels, and I can guarantee you they want mine over that. So don't read any of Mr. Daniel Stevens' comments in here, because he's just trying to be. And like I said, at least some of us make liquor, Mr. Daniel get busted outlaw Stevens. Motherfucker. I love him. He's a good friend of mine. So, but hey, man, listen, if anybody's ever in that area, where are you at, brother?
Morelos. Tuixtla, Morelos, 2 hours south of Mexico City.
Listen, folks, you cannot take a donkey there. They stop at fucking Juarez or whatever he said. Or fucking, I don't know.
No, you can take a donkey. They'll just come pick you up on it.
Your Uber will be on a donkey. Right.
Dude, that would be awesome. Yo, that'd be a fun video. Ride the donkey in, then go into the distillery, and then start picking the blue agave.
Can we do that? Can I ride a donkey?
In all honesty, if anybody wants to come out, they want to visit Celtic Hills Distillery, I have a place that's available for you. I have my own hotel as well that has side-by-sides, four-wheelers that you can just go cruise around on the land. Plus, I got Temazcals and amongst other things. But I'll personally come down, pick you up from the airport. You can come stay at my house. Well, my hotel, and live kind of a life of luxury, enjoy some whiskey, and just enjoy life. I mean, that's what life's about.
But if I do that, we get to add moonshine.
Drinking and four-wheeling.
Why didn't you tell us about the four-wheel drives earlier and the hotel and the house?
You said you investigated me, so I figured you already knew.
Well, I didn't go that deep, bro. Goddamn, you were like you dug into mine, bro.
No, I got two side-by-sides that everybody can rip around on. I got four-wheelers. I got everybody just to, it's all about just enjoying life. And, if you want to come out here, visit the distillery. I have definitely a great place for everybody to stay. And, I just love to host everybody. That's what life is about.
It would be fun to run a podcast from down at your place if we were down there.
That's fine.
That would be amazing. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Listen, you'd have to run the podcast, Rich. I'd have to be helping my man do some fucking.
That's all right. I'll run the podcast, but I definitely want to try. I got to try some of the moonshine, man.
A lot of tasting.
There's no such thing as moonshine down here, baby. It's just whiskey.
Hey, whiskey.
Okay, well, hey, bring on the whiskey.
Man. It's all whiskey, baby. Listen, there ain't no difference between what you do, what I do, and what anybody else does. If it's illegal, legal, whatever, you're still making it, man.
That's exactly right.
You're still doing it. And you know what? And if anybody says otherwise, they're just jealous that they can't be in the position. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, as far as you and I both know, if you got people hating on you, that means you're doing something right.
It means you got a fucking fan club, my friend.
I can't wait. It's free promotion.
Yeah.
Listen, Patrick, you've been a fucking amazing guest, dude. We went 2 hours today.
Wonderful.
And, listen, I really appreciate it. It's been a nice, smooth podcast compared to last week's.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. I appreciate your time tonight.
Yeah.
I'm glad the internet held up. Thank you, Mexico internet.
Dude, yeah. Sorry, it's been some hiccups, but yeah, it'd be like that here.
Well, listen, man,
Keep doing what you're doing, man.
That's it. I appreciate you, dude. You got my number in your inbox, brother. So hey, we'll
definitely be in touch. Let's say in the near future that we can get you down here, and let's do some awesome shit. You know, I'll get you set up with whatever you need, and then you do your thing and let me learn from you.
But
that's what I'm looking for.
You?
Hey, I'm a simpleton. Yeah.
Yeah, so is he. So is he.
And that's a beautiful thing.
So we're good, bro. My mind's all
over.
It is.
It's a beautiful thing.
So, but listen, it's everybody, man, simple. If you're in that area, check him out. Listen, he makes some. It looks amazing, and from what we talked about earlier, I know it has to be amazing. So, maybe I did get your address, so maybe you might catch a package in the mail one day.
Oh boy, likewise. The only thing that you can receive is going to be a bottle from me, but I have to label it on the bottle saying not for sale or not for business purposes.
Listen, I'm sending it in a bag. Fuck a bottle, bro.
Okay, well, I'm going to say I'm going to add some goodies too. I'm going to add t-shirts and shit, so that's fine.
I'm just trying to get it past the fucking the customs, bro.
That's the most difficult part.
I'll send 2 of everything, and I'll label 1 for customs.
Perfect.
Like, listen, bro, you keep this and send the other one. Good.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Patrick, listen, you've been an amazing guest. I really appreciate you. And, man, where can they find you on Facebook?
Celtic Hills Distillery.
Boom.
Check right him there.
Out, everybody. He's a great guy. Keep in touch, man. I'm going to talk to you about that, brother.
We'll definitely do it.
My man. Hey.
All right, bro.
Take it easy. Good
awesome
talk.
Rock on. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Awesome show, man. Thank you. That was great, Jason. Boom.
Boom and boom.
I learned